Hey guys, and welcome to the first official episode of the Cavell Show. I was initially going to start off on a heavy topic, but I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and keep it light so you guys won't be like, man, off the break, she's trying to come out with the heavy shit. So let me just go ahead and pump the brakes on that for now. We'll visit the heavy stuff later on in the show. Well, not this episode, but later on down the line. And just, let you guys see my personality and kind of, hopefully gravitate towards me and like me just a little bit. But anyway, this week's topic is going to be something that I actually saw on Facebook, and the question was, why are there so many men who are single and they're over 35? And when I saw that, my comment to it was, because women ain't shit. And speaking for myself, I know sometimes I ain't shit, like really, really, really. And I know there are really other reasons why men are single, still playing the field, don't really want to settle down, and they just have so much other stuff going on, so they're single. But I just want to talk about just two of the things that stand out to me, just speaking for myself. One of them, again, is because women ain't shit. I'll talk about that in a couple minutes. But the other reason is because so many of us women are so independent, and I feel like, we are more now on the path of, I have a great job, I make a lot of money, do I even really need a man? Of course, we need it for other reasons, if you want to have kids and shit. But we are just so independent now. Like for me, I am now, but prior to a few months ago, I was pretty much single, and I've been single since 2007. Yeah. So, but between then and now, I've climbed the corporate ladder, kind of, made myself into who I am today. So I know that's the reason why, one of the main reasons why, because, we're out here getting it, and we're not just sitting at home waiting on a man to come and take care of us. So that's one of the reasons why. And another reason why I said earlier is because women, we really ain't shit. And trust me when I say we ain't shit, because I know me, Cavell, speaking for myself, sometimes I really ain't shit. Because if I'm talking to a guy, well, this is pre-relationship right now, okay? So before, when I would talk to a guy, I was quick to bow wow and be like, you know what, he ain't doing this for me, I'm taking care of myself, so let me just go ahead and leave him alone, let me get out before anything gets serious or anything gets worse. Or, I have my little attitudes, or I say slick shit to him, just being my ain't shit self. And I could tell y'all a whole lot of reasons why I really ain't shit, but we ain't gonna get into that right now. This ain't about me, but really because a lot of women ain't shit. For example, one of my good guy friends, and I have a lot of guy friends, and I like talking to them because I get their perspective on how they view women and some of the stuff we go through, and they have really taught me a lot, and they don't know. I listen to some of the complaints they have about the girls they date, engaged to, and things like that, and it's like, so they really feel this way about it. So let me, when I get into another relationship, let me kind of change how I operate so I can, I guess, have a long relationship. Anyway, so one of my guy friends, he was with this girl, and they were together for a really, really long time. And she, initially off the break, I didn't care for her too much. But, that's who he wanted to be with. So, you know what, sometimes you just got to sit back and let people make their own decisions and live their lives. So, I believe they were together for like 7-8 years. And this chick, she made him do a whole bunch of stuff that he shouldn't have been doing, in my eyes. And he ended up proposing to her. So he proposed to her like in, I think it was September last year or the year before, I can't remember. Anywho, he proposed to her, and then like a few months later, this chick was like, oh, well, I don't want to be with you anymore. After he completely changed his whole life and how he operated and things like that, he changed everything just to make her happy and satisfy her. And this chick had the nerve to call off the goddamn engagement, and like 3 months later got engaged to somebody else. So again, it goes back to the, sometimes us women, we ain't shit, and that's why sometimes there are so many men who are over a certain age and they're single. Another one of my guy friends, this one chick he was talking to, and at the time, some years ago, I was transitioning from one place to another, so I stayed with him for like 2 weeks. So this chick, first time I met her off the break, she's like, oh, and they just started dating, mind you, right? This chick off the break was like, oh, I want me a Louis bag for Christmas. So for me, I was like, but bitch, y'all just started dating. Why you want him to spend all that money on you already? And what are you bringing to the goddamn table? That was that. Another time, I was sick as shit, and I lived closer to him. So he brought me some food. Mind you, when I get sick, y'all, I get sick like I'm on my damn deathbed. So I couldn't go and get anything to eat at all. So he brought me something to eat. And this chick had the nerve to say, well, why are you taking her some food and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want you being her friend anymore. when I tell y'all I cuss this motherfucker out, I cuss his ass out. I said, if you cut me off to be just for her, bitch, when y'all break up, don't you ever, ever, never, ever come back talking to me again. So guess what, y'all? He ain't stopped being my friend, and they broke up. So guess who got the last laugh? I do. But anyway, she came from this like uppity family, and she was just had so many requirements and all this bullshit. So again, she was on that bullshit. So that's why his ass is single. And currently, he kind of got somebody pregnant who said that she was on birth control. Mind you, it takes two to tango, but she really wasn't. She kind of trapped him. I've been there. But that's what happened with that situation. But again, it's just so many I'm seeing. But again, there are other reasons why men are single, because I have a lot of friends who are over 40 who are single, but I'm not going to put them on blast for other reasons, because I sit here and I'm like, well, you dating this type of chick and you want to get married and have a family, and you know you can't get it from these type of girls, so why are you still dealing with them? Or they're playing games. They've been in long-term relationships and they still, I don't know if I want to be with her. Well, if you don't want to be with her, why are you leading her on? Break it up, break it off, meet somebody else, and move on, you know. So we all have choices. So again, a lot of it, why I see some of those men are single, is because women, including myself, ain't shit. And hopefully my ain't shit part don't come out with this in this new relationship, because I'm trying my hardest to be a woman and not be so in charge of everything and be so controlling, because I can't be controlling, because you know, us Virgos, and I was in the Marine Corps and all that shit tie in, and I'm from Trinidad, you know, so all that bottled up in one. Independent can make me be a certain way, but I'm really trying to let my ain't shit part like stay back there somewhere. So somewhere. So we're gonna see these next few months if I end up giving up my ain't shit ways and being nice to this gentleman, because he is a nice guy. I just hope that, you know, with this show, you know, we can just talk about some different topics and, you know, things that you guys want to talk about. You know, you can always hit me up at the bottom of my my, what is this thing called? My blog, and let me know what you guys would like to discuss. I have about 30 topics that I want to discuss, so it's kind of hard to pick and choose which ones that I want to talk about, but I just found this one to be funny about the me commenting that the reason why a lot of guys who are over 35 are single is because women, some of us, we ain't shit. Like, I see shit on social media like almost every day with some woman doing some dumb shit. So I'm like, you know what, we really ain't shit. Like, we really out here about this life these days. Like, it's the roles have reversed now. It's like the women ain't shit and the men are kind of trying their hardest, at least some of the ones I know, to settle down, but we ain't about that life. So we're gonna see if one of these days we get up out of our ain't shit ways, and with the independent part kind of relax and let the man take the lead a little bit, which is kind of hard for us to do, because again, some of us have been independent for so long that it's hard for us to relinquish that hold that we have on our lives and give it to someone else. Like for me, one of the big reasons why I was single for so long was because I've been doing things for myself for so long. And I know once you're in a relationship with somebody, it's not you have to tell them your every move, but you kind of have to tell them your every move, because you want them to feel comfortable and trust you. So for me, it's difficult. Like, okay, if I'm going out of town, usually I'm just like packing my bags. As long as my daughter and my mom know where I'm going, and a few of my friends, they, you know, can track me, I'm like, psh, I'm good. But now I gotta tell a guy where I'm going, what I'm doing during the trip. I gotta make sure, you know, communicate with this person. So this is gonna be really difficult for me. So hopefully he won't be one of the ones who's over a certain age and single because of women like me. So we're gonna see, y'all. I'm gonna check back in on this topic in a few months, and we're gonna see for real if she let her ancient ways go and her independence go and let this guy be a guy, or if she reverted back to her ways and now she back to ancient times 2000. Because a lot of my friends, they tell me I'm not shit, I'm an asshole, I'm a jerk. What else? They say a lot of shit about me. So we're gonna see, y'all. If just keep me in y'all prayers, and hopefully I'll have some good news to report back about my ancient ways in a few months. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this very short episode. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media at The Cavell Show, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Cavell Show. Snapchat, I should have that soon. And next week I'm actually going to debut my Cavell's Cavern, my little ratchet side. Hopefully y'all won't be like, oh my gosh, she's too ratchet, I'm not going to follow her. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this week, and I hope you come back again every week and just take this journey with me. Again, see you guys later.